Hey YouTube, Victorinox fan here with another knife related video. This is going to be just a little thing I put together because there are a few people I know who are kind of starting to get into knives, but I think it's sort of useful for people who are just starting to get in the hobby. Many times, like myself, when we just start collecting knives and we get bitten by the bug and we order quite a few of them, we tend to spend our entire budget on just the knives. And while that's good, if you're going to use them, I still think it's important that you have a few items that you could use to actually maintain them. So here are just a few things I consider every knife collector, primarily pocket knife owner, should own. These are essentials, and if you want to actually enjoy the hobby as much as possible, it's ideal you get these. First off, I'm going to go off, if you collect a lot of folders, like myself, this is all nice, but occasionally you might have to pull them apart. You might have to clean them, and you might need to go and let's say your Torx gets a little loose on the pivot. You need to tighten it up. You don't want to go using the wrong bit. And actually, no, this is a bad example because this is actually not a Torx, but a majority of, let me find another one. A majority of knives that I've seen in most of what we collect today tend to use these sorts of bits. They're Torx bits. Now, these are funny little bits because I never really use them or see them in many other applications, but in pocket knives, or even just general folding knives, they're very prevalent. So it's important you go buy some form of Torx bit driver. Now what you see is a Phillips on this side, but that's a flathead. You can buy any generic Torx bit driver. Some people buy the Benchmade or the Kershaw. I buy these because these are like $7-8 at Home Depot or anything, and they've got all the major Torx bits as well as some others. This one here, fits in, and it works like a screwdriver. Should you need to extend it, it closes up. It's as good as the Benchmade Blu box, costs less, and unlike some other people who had some corrosion issues for some reason, this one doesn't. So I'm not sure if this is the right one I picked, but you can tighten or loosen it with the right Torx bit. So go out and find one. You don't have to go get the brand name one. Quite frankly, you can do just fine with the standard regular one. Okay, so pick one of these up. Next up, you need some sort of a sharpening equipment. I'm going to be selling this one soon for some Japanese Waterstones, but you need some sort of sharpening system, and not a pull-through or an electronic sharpener. I mean like a real sharpening system, whether it be a set of croc sticks like the Spyderco Sharp Maker, some good quality Benchstones, or a really funky system like this. You need a proper way to sharpen and maintain your knife's edge, because a dull knife is a useless knife. So make sure you save enough money to budget for one of those, because quite frankly a lot of these knives are quite boring when they get dull. Personally, I think a Spyderco Sharp Maker, if you're not good with Benchstones, is a great way to start for maintaining an edge. Reprofile, you might want to get someone to do it for you. So that's what you need second. Third, this is just one example, but some form of lubricant. Now this is 3-in-1. It's kind of a good general purpose oil that I use in a lot of the pivots. Kind of has a funky smell. A couple other good ones are Benchmade Blu Lube, what they have, the tuf-glide, etc. All those things. Those are probably a bit better than this. This is pretty thin stuff, but it does the job, and it's what I found in my hardware store, and it does work. A little funny of a smell, but buy some sort of a lubricant. This is not food safe, so get some mineral oil if you want some food safe oil on a lot of your blades, especially if you've got carbon steel. Getting a good food safe oil or just general oil to keep rust off is a good idea. So buy an oil. So that's kind of this video. I just wanted to give a little note on certain things that we collectors sometimes may forget. We may forget to suggest. kind of look around. These two are easy, just buy whatever you can. Sharpening system, you might want to do a little research, but make sure you invest in a decent sharpening system that you think would work for you. Don't shortchange yourself on one of these, and make sure you have these because they are quite handy, because they're kind of necessary in this hobby. That's all. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.